Internally, he screams that anything is better than owing millions or becoming a science experiment. He loudly agrees, promising to do absolutely anything Red needs. In the desolate wasteland, a small creature trembles in fear just moments before a massive wheel slams down, narrowly missing it as a heavy vehicle roars past. A large armored transport truck drives through the foggy, rugged terrain of the Blacklands. Inside, Cade looks out the window, thinking this is his first time traveling this far out, wondering if this is his first real step as a pioneer. Suddenly, his thoughts are interrupted by Gale, a green-haired man who glares at him, calling him black-haired one. Gale rudely tells Cade he is being distracted and orders him to shut up, though Cade hasn't said a word. Cade looks at him with a confused expression. Cade sits awkwardly in the transport bay. He thinks starting as a pioneer immediately was what he wanted, but the atmosphere isn't matching. He glances at the furious Gale and the silent Ellie Stein, questioning. Others that it raging Cade already dead. Ellie Stein interrupts, coldly telling Gale to stop talking, mocking him that he would probably fall if one hit again. Gale turns to her in fury, asking what she just said. Ellie dismisses him, stating that Gale is no match for Cade. Ellie is surprised. However, Ellie by using the past declared that they quietly follow hostile walk out. Smiles warmly. Hero explains she got a great opportunity to join the exploration team as support staff, stating her skills are useful to them. Allow future analysis, it is assembly time. The crowd of pioneers stands in the gray wasteland as the announcement continues that they will soon enter the Blacklands. Cade hands Nero over to Mari, telling her to take care of him. Mari warns him not to do anything dangerous, and he smiles, telling her to take her later. Mari hugs Nero, and suddenly, out of arms, startling her. Down to her face, runs toward Kay and sinks into the shadow on the ground. Mari's eyes widen in shock at this unnatural movement. She stammers, trying to call out to Kay. The group arrives at the dark, fortified cave entrance. At the front, a woman with bright orange hair and a white coat shouts for everyone to prepare, announcing a secret mission about to enter the black maze. She yells that safety is the top priority. She warns that reconnaissance has reported unidentified dangerous creatures in Area 21, a very dangerous zone where an alien injured body is found. Suddenly, a male pioneer runs up to the orange-haired woman, calling her Orancia. He nervously reports that the red team leader has brought the new recruits, but they have left their formation without permission. Orancia's eyes widen in shock, and she asks if it's true. The messenger confirms it, and Orancia sighs that that guy is causing trouble again. The group secretly enters the dark canyon, moving away from the army. The color is red, leaving the canyon in the shadows, leading the way. A small squad, consisting of A, Gale, Ellie, and Red, separates from the formation. Kay nervously asks the team leader if this is okay, pointing out that the main team is heading in a different direction. Red confirms that their destination is different. Kay looks back at Gale and Ellie, worried because the squad is all new recruits. Gale suddenly snaps, demanding to know why he and Ellie had to follow, shouting that he heard Red only intended to take Kay, and he feels insulted. Red smiles, his red aura flaring. He explains that his personal guidance isn't something just anyone can receive, so it would be fair if he is the only one to benefit. He assures the angry Gale that while he won't spoon-feed them, he also won't let them get seriously hurt. He cuts the conversation short, ordering them to move out. Kay's eyes widen as they encounter enemies. Deep inside the cavern, the group is surrounded by shadow creatures. While Red holds a lantern, Kay, Gale, and Ellie engage in a chaotic melee. A massive wolf-like beast lunges out of the darkness. Ellie signs reacts instantly, her blue energy sword piercing through the creature's body. She moves gracefully, realizing this is the reality of the black maze, surrounded by glowing paths and a vicious suffocating environment. Constant waves of monsters, acknowledging it's different from dreaming. She grips her sword, resolving to manage her strength carefully. Ellie glances over her shoulder, thinking she needs to move more efficiently. She looks at Kay and tells herself she doesn't want to fall behind him. Meanwhile, Kay grips a shadow creature by the neck. He clutches it with his bare hand. Ellie Cayenne looks at Kay with total shock. She asks him why he is not using a dropper. Kay hesitates, recalling the entry and admits that he doesn't have one. He explains they are too expensive and that he feels fine fighting without one. Even Ellie staring in disbelief. Gale is flabbergasted, shouting it makes no sense for a pioneer to have never used one without a dropper. Use weapons with color energy to fight creatures. To properly hunt these monsters, one must color them using a dropper. The group looks at Kay, standing over the defeated enemies, and they question how he managed to defeat them bare-handed without the essential tool. Gale's hand trembles as he grips his own weapon, realizing the gap in their abilities. He recalls the humiliation he experienced, realizing he completely scratched the surface of the problem. Gale gritses his teeth in frustration. He glares at Kay's back, swearing to himself that he will crush Kay with his own hands one day. As they continue deeper into the cave, Red leads the way with the lantern, while Gale follows, seething with anger. Red glances back at his squad with a smirk, thinking it's not bad to see two geniuses being motivated by a rookie. He smiles, thinking things are only going to get more interesting. He cheerfully urges the group to give it a bit more effort, telling them they are almost there and suggesting they can split in the battle party. After the battle against the shadow beasts, carcasses of the wolf-like creatures lie scattered. Colorist Red calls for a 10-minute break. Gale, Kay, and Ellie Cyan that the real mission has not yet begun. Gale sighs, thinking he has used up a significant amount of his color energy. He pulls out a small bottle of glowing green liquid. As Gale drinks, Kay identifies it as personal ink. This is a specially refined alchemical ink, an essential but rare supply for pioneers that restores their color. Because it must be crafted to match the user's unique color, it is insanely expensive. Kay watches with envy as both Gale and Ellie use their custom inks, which seem to have the funds for such luxuries. Kay quickly dismisses the thought of walking away from the group, reaching for the ground and the shadow creature's corpse. A massive swirl of dark energy erupts from the body as Kay activates his ability, absorbing the
Gotta
shadow.
be kidding me, man.
The black energy flows into him. Kay clenches his fist, his energy fully restored, and announces his recovery is complete. He turns back to his teammates, who are staring with horror and disbelief. Ellie hesitantly asks if he is sure he is okay. Kay waves off their concern, explaining he has done this a few times. Gale shouts in disbelief that Kay just absorbed the monster without flinching. Before they can continue, Red interrupts, declaring the break is over. The group travels deeper into the canyon until Red announces they have arrived. The team sees a massive, swirling dome of pure black energy blocking their path. Kay stares, muttering that it looks like a black curtain. Red smiles at Kay's stunned expression and reveals that this dark barrier is the specific reason he brought Kay along. To demonstrate, Red summons a ball of red energy and unleashes a powerful beam at the black dome. The attack hits the surface, but instead of breaking through, the energy is instantly swallowed by the darkness. Red explains that if anyone tries to force the barrier open, it absorbs the power and becomes tougher. He notes that this is very similar to Kay's own ability, which is why he had a hunch that Kay would be the only one capable of erasing it. Red points toward the dark wall, revealing that the path to the ruins lies inside. He announces that within those ruins hides their true objective, the Stella fragment. Kay's eyes widen in shock. The other recruits are confused. Gale asks what Stella is, and Ellie admits she has never heard of it. Red assures them it exists, and that the Shining City is desperate to find it. He points a finger at Kay, ordering him to get rid of the curtain. Kay steps forward toward the towering wall of darkness. As he touches it, his absorption ability activates, and the barrier's black energy begins to flow violently into his hand. A massive vortex forms as the giant dome is funneled into Kay. Red, Gale, and Ellie watch as the obstacle is devoured. Red watches with an amazed grin, delighted his theory was correct. As the barrier disappears, he tells Kay his power will be extremely useful. However, Kay looks unhappy, sweating and trembling as he struggles to contain the massive amount of energy he just absorbed. Suddenly, the ground shakes violently. Gale and Ellie panic as the tremors grow stronger, realizing the loud noise is sure to attract hordes of deadly creatures. The loud rumble caused by Kay's action echoes through the canyon. Suddenly, a horde of black, wolf-like monsters emerges from the cliffs. The group finds themselves surrounded. Ellie and Gale draw their weapons, while Red laughs that such a large crowd has gathered to welcome them. Red commands the rest of the team to handle the creatures, while Kay focuses on removing the curtain. With a cold expression, the team leader orders his squad to wipe out every monster. Gale and Ellie leap into action. Gale moves with incredible speed, slicing the shadow creatures with wind confused attacks. Ellie unleashes her power, summoning massive ice spikes from the ground that impale multiple enemies. As the two recruits clash fiercely, Red observes them. He notes that he was prepared to step in, but there is no need. He effortlessly summons orbs of red energy and fires beams that pierce through the remaining beasts. Red thinks that although they are new recruits, their skill level is high enough. Meanwhile, Kay continues to absorb the massive barrier, sweating profusely. Red smiles, thinking how nice it is when his subordinates do the hard work. While Red stands guard, Kay struggles with the volatile energy feeling on the ground. He notices the curtain's power feels strangely similar to his own, wondering if it's because they share the same black attribute. He realizes the danger. If he loses focus, the curtain's massive energy will reverse the flow and steal his color instead. Kay grits his teeth, looking to feel the power, and declares that he is the stronger one. With a final effort, the absorption completes. He stands on the path's edge, panting heavily, and confirms he has absorbed everything. He looks down at what was hidden behind the barrier, and is shocked to see a massive, pitch-black pit with no visible bottom. He wonders if this terrifying abyss is the entrance to the ruins. Having finished his task, he turns and calls out to the team leader, reporting the curtain has been successfully removed. With the barrier removed, Red praises Kay for a job well done. He calls out to the rest of the team, announcing the curtain is down and ordering them to finish cleaning up. Suddenly, Red's expression shifts to pure shock as he senses an immediate danger. Moving with blinding speed, he rushes forward and forcibly grabs both Ellie and Gale, pulling them back. An instant later, a massive invisible energy slice tears through the air, carving deep gouges into the ground where they had been standing. The attack is devastating, spreading the remaining shadow monsters. Debris rains down as Red, Ellie, and Gale land safely on a higher slope. Gale stares in horror, realizing he would have been killed without Red's intervention. Red looks grim, sighing that the lack of resistance earlier was because something else was scaring the monsters away. He recalls a report that a dangerous entity was lurking nearby. Through the dust, a silhouette appears. Red remarks that they are at times prepared. The attacker steps into the fight. It is a man with spiky hair, white on one side and black on the other. Half of his face is consumed by a dark, mask-like growth. He carries a collection of different weapons on his back. His range glares at the pioneers with a terrifying aura. Red stands between his team and the new threat, ordering Kay and the others to listen carefully. Red hurriedly shoves a lantern tells Kay and the others they must enter the ruins immediately and find the Stella fragment. Kay looks at the team leader with wide, anxious eyes. He asks if Red expects them to go down there by themselves. Red assures him that with their abilities, they are more than capable. However, Red doesn't wait for them to agree. With a sudden burst of force, he shoves Kay, Ellie, and Gale toward the dark abyss, shouting at them to stop whining and just go. Kay screams out the team leader's name in panic as the three recruits plummet into the deep pit. Left alone, Red stands with his back to the drop, his red aura glowing. The voice of one of the recruits echoes from the deep, asking what they are supposed to do on their own, while the menacing silhouette of the armed stranger looms behind Red. The two powerful figures lock eyes in a tense standoff, and Red knows a difficult battle is about to begin. The scene shifts to the pitch-black bottom of the abyss. Kay lies motionless after the long fall. He groans in pain, clutching his head as he struggles to stand in the suffocating darkness. Remembering the lantern Red gave him, he activates it, wondering if he is inside the ruins. The light flares to life, illuminating the area. Kay's expression instantly shifts to one of absolute terror. He stands frozen in shock, asking himself what this place is. Instead of ancient stone ruins, the lantern illuminates the skeletal remains of massive modern skyscrapers and concrete debris, looking exactly like a destroyed modern city buried underground. Kay stands on a ledge, using his lantern to light the darkness. He is speechless at the sight of the massive ruined city structures buried underground. He marvels that such a place could exist, but complains he can't see anything. A voice tells him to stop complaining and head toward the light. Kay is relieved to see his teammates Gale and Ellie, admitting he was terrified of being separated. Gale blames Kay for making him wander, but Ellie sharply retorts that Gale was just as lost. Looking out at the vast, destroyed city, Gale wonders what this place is. He becomes anxious, pointing out the absurdity of trying to find a Stella fragment in these endless ruins when they don't even know what it looks like. Kay agrees, admitting that searching blindly would take forever. In his mind, Kay wishes his companion Nero were there. As if in response, a glowing shape appears, and he is shocked to see the small black cat, Nero, at his feet. Kay panics, wondering how the cat followed them. Ellie notices the animal and asks if it is a creature. Kay breaks into a cold sweat, thinking he is in trouble now that his secret pet has been discovered. However, he quickly calms down, realizing this might be a good opportunity to prove the cat's worth. He calls out to Gale and Ellie. Holding Nero, Kay smiles confidently and announces he has a way to find the Stella fragment easily. The group gathers as Kay explains that the little creature he has been raising will lead them to the objective. Gale shouts angrily, refusing to believe it. However, while Gale argues, Ellie completely ignores him, captivated by the cat's cuteness. Kay decides to demonstrate those abilities. The black cat cries out from Ellie's chest, then leaps out of her arms, startling her. Mid-air, the cat transforms into a swirling vortex of energy. A blinding light erupts, illuminating the dark ruins and leaving the group in shock. The ball of light streaks forward, creating an illuminated path, and the three pioneers follow it. As they walk, Gale expresses his disbelief, questioning how a creature can have such intelligence and special ability. He demands to know where Kay found it. Kay ignores him and interprets the glowing cat's movements, telling the group that Nero says the Stella fragment is right there. Suddenly, the trail leads away. The trail of light winds through the ruined city, and the group arrives at a massive concrete structure. A dark tunnel entrance lies ahead, and Kay wonders how much deeper they have to go. Gale mocks him, asking if he is safe. Maybe you best retort, he declares they are going. They walk through a massive, high-ceilinged corridor, a glowing path lighting the way. Kay remarks that the facility is much larger than he expected. Suddenly, he notices Nero hovering in front of a large metal door, and concludes it must have found something important. The silence is broken by the heavy sound of a massive mechanical foot. Kay freezes as a giant metal leg lands right in front of them. The recruits look up to see a towering, rusted automaton standing before them. Gale is confused, noting it looks different from the biological creatures they are used to fighting. Suddenly, the robot activates a scanner, sweeping a sheet of light over Ellie's cyanide. The machine processes the data, displaying a hex code for her region. The scanner then moves to Gale, registering the unique color code. The beam finally lands on Kay, nervously realizing the machine is scanning their colors to identify them. The machine completes the scan, displaying the hex code for absolute pitch black. Upon detecting this, the robot's eye glows brighter. It announces it has detected the color Black Witch, and identifying Kay as a threat, declares it will manipulate the machine. Confused by the title, Kay is hit by the robot's devastating punch before he can react. He is sent spinning backward, groaning in pain but manages to shouts defiant at the machine, declaring they will not hold back. The giant robot raises its massive fist, threatening to smash them. Kay charges forward, his fist colliding violently with the machine's metal arm. He recoils in pain, wondering why its armor is so tough. Gale watches in confusion as the robot prepares another heavy punch. Ellie steps in, striking the machine with her rapier, but sparks fly as her blade hits the armor. She stares in shock, realizing she hasn't left a single scratch. Ellie panics, wondering if her powers are ineffective against the machine. Meanwhile, Kay analyzes the opponent, noticing the glowing core in its chest. He sees liquid swirling inside and identifies it as the weak point. Kay dashes forward, throwing a sharp left hook. Suddenly, the robot reacts with unexpected speed, swinging its arm like a club. Kay barely manages to evade the heavy blow. He retreats, assuming that his normal attacks are having no effect. A realization hits him. He remembers the time his body was coated in black energy. He decides to use that power. Knowing the full transformation consumes too much color, he compromises by concentrating all his energy solely into his right fist, coating it in a dense layer of black aura. With his preparation complete, Kay leaps into the air and swings his intense fist with everything he has. The blow lands perfectly, piercing the brick of the robot's chest, shattering its core. The force of the punch completely destroys the machine's upper body. The robot's head flies off, and the light in its eye fades. Kay stays letting out a sigh of relief as Gale and Ellie watch in silence. Amidst the debris, Kay notices a round object and picks up the robot's core, thinking Mari would be happy with it as a gift. Suddenly, Gale yells at Kay, demanding to know what that power was. He and Ellie corner Kay, bombarding him with questions. Kay nervously deflects their questions by claiming the technique drains his color severely. As he speaks, the large metal door behind them begins to slide open, revealing a pitch-black void. Suddenly, Nero flies out of the darkness, crying out in pain. Cat hovers near Kay, shaking in fear. Kay looks toward the dark doorway, sensing something strange. Despite the cat's warning, he steps closer, admitting he can't see anything inside. As his fingertips make contact, the black surface ripples like water. Suddenly, the darkness erupts outward. Massive tendrils of shadow surge from the doorway, enveloping the roof. Gale and Ellie scream in their trek toward the entrance. Helpless against the door, all three are sucked into the black void. The crew falls through an endless black space, landing in huge black environment. Gale groans in pain, thinking about the fall and the darkness. He uses his hands to check on himself, then pauses, noticing something strange. He looks down at his chest, grabs his jacket, and feels shocked, realizing his color, the green that defines his power, has completely vanished, leaving him black and white. Kay and Ellie stand beside him, equally horrified. The entire world around them, including their bodies, has lost all saturation. They stand in this monochrome reality, confused and terrified, wondering what has happened to them. Away from the underground feelings, a small scorpion scurries across the wasteland, its teeth shining through the black. Somewhere in the city stands a huge government office. Inside, a large official known as Delta needing to know where the institution is located. A nervous subordinate reports that the individual is on an exploration mission with colorless red, adding that the boys specifically asked them not to meddle. The chief is furious, shouting about black. He cannot believe red would bring someone with such a dangerous color onto the field. He rants that even though red is a hero, this has crossed a line. The chief explains that a recent creature appearance has the ruling council in uproar, terrified that a catastrophic black wave has begun. He complains he will be the one to take the blame. As he speaks, a young woman with pink and yellow hair smiles teasingly, noting that the chief is very angry with him. The woman, Amelia, the leader of the Dawn Pioneering Corps, advises the chief to calm down before he ends up
Far away from reality.
he asks him if he believes in red without saying. The sergeant that said he has to stay alert for a people watching over the boy. Amelia suggests that taking a high-risk individual might yield unexpected positive results, stating that what they need now is trust, not worry. However, Amelia grimaces at the bitter tea. The chief ignores her and shoves a massive amount of sugar in her pie while she wonders how anyone can eat something so sweet. The chief snaps at her focus. Amelia's expression becomes serious. She acknowledges the chief is wary of the black, as it is associated with the legendary Black Witch. She narrates that black symbolizes death and fear, referencing the historical catastrophe caused by the witch known as the First Black Wave. She explains that humanity nearly perished then. The the world was shrouded in darkness and creatures appeared, creating the Black Lands. Juliet begins another wave of Wonderful as their exploration is ultimately about survival. She mentions the recent anomalies and the appearance of a black wolf. With a determined look, she tells the chief they must use every ounce of power available to keep them left, and urges him to persuade the council. The chief looks resigned, admitting it's not as easy as it sounds. However, he looks at a dossier containing photographs of Kay and promises to try his best. Staring at the image, the chief muses that perhaps the city's fate might revolve around this one boy. Meanwhile, the three pioneers stand in an endless, pitch-black void, their bodies glowing as white outlines. They are confused about where they are. Gale turns to Kay and panic, pointing and screaming that their colors have disappeared, demanding to know why Kay still has his. Kay Ford replies he has no idea, suggesting it might be because his color is black, matching the darkness. Suddenly, Gale hunches over, exhausted, and Ellie Simon clutches her head, feeling weak. Kay watches, confused, wonders why he is fine. He realizes it might be because he spent his life as a colorless person, so this is nothing new. Gale mentions a bizarre sensation inside his body. He squints and sees a faint, glowing light pulsating within him, like a core. Suddenly, creepy whispering sounds rain down on them. They look around in alarm. Terrified, Gale shouts into the darkness, demanding whoever is whispering to show themselves. Kay listens, wondering if it's the people that usually speak here, but realizes it's something different. Just then, a dark, ghostly silhouette of a woman with long hair emerges from the shadows. Kay senses the presence and moves sharply. Gale and Elliot feel shocked, stammering in fear, unable to identify if the ghostly form is a creature. They are terrified, instantly without warning. The mysterious shadow figure raises a hand and points a finger at Kay's chest.